Well, everybody wants these new vehicles, new trucks with more features, more technology. But one thing I don't necessarily want is everything connected in this truck uploaded to someone else's network. That's why I'm doing this video. This video is sponsored by Wolfbox. I installed the G900 TriPro camera system and I own the data. So I can take the data off of this. It's in an SD card. It's not in the cloud and the manufacturer can't use that. That G900 gives us this front camera here. I've got it mounted a little bit lower than some people would. The second camera is up there on the rear view mirror. You can sort of see it inside there. I'll show you the footage in that shortly. That camera is actually wonderful. It's a Starvis 2 camera. I'll show you the night vision at dusk and in the dark. The next camera is on the rear, so you can use your factory rear camera as a backup camera, and then maybe use this Wolfbox camera as more of a rear dash cam in case you got into an accident. Now let's get into this review. The voice controls are really nice. So here I'm just backing out of my garage, and you can actually, use your traditional camera on the truck if you want to leave it enabled. You could say show rear camera, and then there you go. You have kind of a different perspective and a different view. You could set this camera up to be pretty much any angle that you want. We're going to click record here. So now this is doing loop recording in the system. So you can record all the time. You can set the loop recording to, I think, between 1 and 3 minutes. What that does is just fills the SSD card that you have inside of it. And once it's full, it starts overwriting the oldest footage, which is kind of nice. It's nice to have, I think I have a 256 gig card in there, but it does fill up pretty quickly. When you've got 3 cameras streaming data to it, it does fill up pretty quickly. And now if I say turn off screen, screen turns off. It's just in normal mirror mode. So you kind of feel like, hey, I'm in normal mode. I don't need to have that screen on distracting me, but I still get that advantage of the dash cam. So right now it is still recording from all the cameras, even though the screen is off. That's really nice. I think that's one of the nicest features. They've really thought of a lot of things. This camera's been out for a while, but I wanted to put a dash cam in my truck. I didn't really want to mount it on the windshield, and I wanted something for the front bumper. So if I go four-wheeling, I can actually see what's in front of me. Just being able to see the front of the garage and being able to pull in a little bit faster, just kind of a nice to have. And the biggest thing, of course, like I said before, is you want your privacy. These systems are all local storage. They're not uploading to the cloud. I don't think we should be giving up privacy for this false sense of security. Turn on screen, and there you go. So it's been recording this entire time, and it's pretty nice that you can just use voice commands with this. I can also say, oh, look at that. This guy is paragliding. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go on this little path over here, and I'll show you the camera on the front. So here's the camera on the front, and I can see, so I'm approaching this little trail, and now I can see on the screen how close I am. It's also recording sound internally here. So now I can see sort of what I'm rolling over. Now, if you wanted this to be a different perspective, you could put that front camera back a little bit on your skid plate, and you'd be able to see where your front tires are positioned on the rock. So that's another nice thing about this camera. It really has unlimited possibilities for your use case. If you're a heavy off-roader and that's what you want to use it for, that would be great. For me, this is still nice to have. I can still see kind of where those rocks are, and I can look ahead and get some idea, but I can also use it for parking in my garage or pulling forward and not hitting curbs. Now, since this is, such a mall crawling vehicle, I'm gonna pull up here and see, oh, there's some mud there. Oh gosh, I better back up. I don't want to get her dirty. Show rear camera. There you go. I can see that rear camera. That's pretty slick to be able to just use this. Oh, there's a cop. Show rear camera. I think most people would probably have the rear camera on most of the time. Rear camera actually looks pretty good. It's sitting right on the bumper, and you can see those plates pretty easily. This will give you a little bit better idea It is 8:30 in the evening, and this is what it looks like. This is still working great. The rear camera on this Wolfbox seems to work great. And, you know, it's plenty good, especially at dusk. We'll see. It's pretty dark. We do have quite a few clouds here. So being 8:30 at night and it being pretty much dark, we've got maybe another hour till it's just kind of pitch black out here. There aren't a lot of street lights in this area, so it's a good test. We'll see how all of these license plates turn out. So that's dusk. We'll take a look at this in the pitch black as well. All right, now it is almost 9 p.m. and we are still in super night mode on the DJI. That's what it looks so crazy. I'm gonna touch this screen here, get this lit up. That looks pretty decent. It's actually really good. It's a lot easier to see out of that than it is just having no screen. So if I turn the screen off, turn off screen, you can kind of see there. To my eyes, when I'm looking behind this vehicle right here, it looks pretty good. It looks just like a normal mirror. So I don't feel like I'm losing anything by just turning the screen off. And then if I turn the screen on, it does look pretty decent. I'm not sure how that's going to come out on this video, but I'll probably, I'll be recording it anyway. Show front camera. And there's the front camera just to give you an idea. So this is pretty good sensor, probably one of the better nighttime sensors that you can get in a camera nowadays. And that's what it looks like. It is pretty much as dark as it's going to get tonight. Might get a tiny bit darker, but we've got a ton of clouds, and this is what you can expect to see. Show rear camera. Go through the parking lot a little bit. Here's another car in the dark. It looks pretty good. You know, in the headlights, obviously, it looks pretty good. I actually might use it as just having that rear view camera at night is much nicer than just having a mirrored, you know, just a regular mirror there, because you really can't see what's going on. This, I can tell exactly what's going on, and I can see fences and all sorts of things that I can't see with just the mirror. And that'll give you an idea. This is what it looks like pretty much in pitch black. We have no street lights around. We do have some cars going by, and it still looks, it's a lot easier to see what's behind me than if I just had the mirror up with no screen. Turn off screen. So there you go with the screen off. Definitely impressed. I didn't think that it would be that good at night, especially in pitch black. Most dash cams aren't that great in the dark, and it doesn't, for me, I'm not really looking to read license plates as much as I am just to kind of looking to have a little more visibility. As I get older, my eyes are worse, so this is pretty nice. Another nice feature is this split screen, so you can see all the cameras, the true front camera off the bumper. This is just the dash cam built into this, and then that's the rear camera. It's kind of nice to have all of them integrated. All right, so this is definitely my favorite feature. I'm pulling in to my messy garage here, and I want to be able to see how close I am without having to, you know, hang something from the ceiling or whatever. Works for parking as well. So we're just gonna drive forward, and you can kind of tell, you know, when you get too close and you start to get those beeps going off, and it's just annoying because you're not really close enough. So you could just turn off the front sensors in your car, and you could use this camera to creep forward. And you can actually tell how close you're getting with the bumper, which is probably my #1 feature in this Wolfbox. I know it's dumb. A lot of people are going to use this for off-roading, but I think that is the coolest feature. This behemoth truck is hard to park in a tight garage. I don't have a massive shop to put it in, and I don't park it outside, so it's kind of a handy feature. On their application, you can connect through Wi-Fi, and this is actually a high-speed Wi-Fi. I believe it's 5.8 gigahertz. You can click playback down here, and what that allows you to do is browse all of the, basically all the recordings that you just had. If I wanted to download one, I can click download here, and it downloads extremely fast. So any of these clips, when you're connected through this fast Wi-Fi, you can click download here, and it'll download the entire clip pretty quickly. I think it's about 3 minutes of video, so it's very quick. I think these are, what does that say? That's a 700 megabyte file, and you can see it's downloading really fast. So it's definitely quicker than the 2.4 gigahertz. You don't have to pop the SD card out if you wanted to just look at some footage. So you could tell the camera to protect the footage and then go grab the protected footage and just pull it off with your phone. Pretty handy. Other things you can do in the app, you can preview and you can actually control the camera. So let's say maybe you're outside and you had some reason you wanted to control the camera or which camera it's going through. You can actually just click on the phone here and control the cameras immediately. It's pretty quick. When you click the button, it's fast. You can start and stop recording just from your phone. So it's kind of like a remote control directly to the device. So I have a couple final thoughts on this G900 TriPro. One is, I know folks will say they would prefer a dash cam to have some sort of uploading to the cloud so they could track their vehicle if it was stolen. So I've had things stolen, like my boat's been stolen in the past and other things. And I've found that if you have camera footage and license plates, generally it doesn't matter. The thieves have stolen vehicles and stolen license plates, and they just don't generally care if you have camera footage of things. So if you're concerned about your vehicle getting stolen, I would buy one of those cellular devices that you can mount in a hidden place somewhere, wire it up so that you can track it without the thieves knowing, because thieves are going to know where your dash cam is. So that's why I prefer something like this with an SD card that does not upload to the cloud. That's why I said that in the video. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers say, gosh, that's what this is missing. Actually, no, I think Wolfbox is doing it right. I don't want the data uploaded to the cloud. So if you get in an accident or something, you should be able to pull that data off or just take the device off your mirror and go home with it. And I thought about doing an installation video on this, but I got behind on some video production. I had to get this video out, so I did a little temporary wiring. However, I found, and I will link in the description, Brand Wraps, another YouTube channel, did this awesome install video. So if you've got a Ram like a 25 or 26 Hurricane or a Hemi, Brand Wraps did a video, and it was actually an excellent video. He shows how to hardwire it, so you can use the hardwire features if you want your camera always on or detecting motion. He actually showed how to wire it up, so rather than the bumper on the back, you can put it as more of a bed camera in the rear camera, and he tucked everything up under the headliner. Really nice install job, so I will link to that in the description because he did a much better job than I did in this video. I will also have links in the description. Hopefully there will be a discount code or a link or something where you can get this from Wolfbox directly or Amazon. Thanks for watching. Till next time.